You have earned this day, guys, and it is about you, and of course your parents. So I would like to share these 4 things for you to take away about your graduation. I was so inspired to hear some of the people who speak because some of these themes were already touched on, and I'm going to try to go through them quick. You graduated and you did it. That is the first one. You accomplished a major goal and you're moving forward. This says a lot about you. You are capable of facing challenges and making it to the very end. Remember this as you continue forward so that when you face new challenges, you do not get dismayed or lose hope. You have done it before and you could do it again. Keep looking for things to accomplish and keep looking for things to graduate from. Always keep moving forward. The famous actor Will Rogers once said, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. So never quit. And when you make it to the finish line, find a new race to run. But again, keep going, keep growing, keep graduating, and take charge of your education from here. Your education is up to you, and you can have as much of it as you want or as little as you desire. You have graduated, but you're not done learning. Don't just settle on what you need to get by. Get all that you possibly can out of this time, because life will fly by before you know it. But now you're in charge. There's an author, Michael Alschuler, who once stated, the bad news is that time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. You get to choose what you want to study or focus your life on. You're adults. Make the best of this independent freedom. Build up in practical areas like finance, organization, time management. Learn your craft and master your craft, but also seek out your interests. Take the opportunity to learn art, music, gain hobbies, to travel, make mistakes, and to enjoy the journey. And don't just rely on technology. Don't Google and Wikipedia everything. Talk to people and gain wisdom from those who have experience from life. Look, there's this great Turkish proverb that really impacted me. It says, study from new books, but learn from old teachers. There's a valuable lesson that you can learn from individuals, or wisdom that you can gain that you can't really look up. I often go back to some of the teachers that were with me through high school just to speak and get their advice. You receive such valuable treasures of insight and counsel. Don't lose that out as you go forward. Keep that connection going. The next is, it matters how you get there. The world has a lot of talented people that do things well. Unfortunately, they don't always do the right thing. Skills without integrity can be a very dangerous thing. Robots and computers can do things well, but we all watch the movies and dream of giving them conscience, that human factor. We live in a world where often the brightest minds sometimes try to get away with the shadiest practices. You may be smart enough to gain success without doing the right thing, but at the end of the day, you will always know. Shortcuts aren't always the best, especially when it comes to education. The truth is that both in school and in life, there are many shortcuts to the finish line, but there are none to greatness. True success requires you take every step of the journey. Shortcuts only rob you of the blessing that comes from the process, and shortcuts can only gain you borrowed success. I advise you to do the work. Take all the steps now. Though it will take you a bit longer, it will be well worth it. Because once you know how to do something well, no one will be able to take that away from you. Hard work truly does pay off. And if you have to take a few steps back to make sure you have learned it right, so be it. Look, a few steps back don't always mean retreat. Sometimes it's the exact preparation you need for a giant leap forward. If you rely on the shortcuts, people will eventually figure you out. Then you will either lose the opportunity for good or have to start all over again. Do things with integrity. It's what the principal said. And I want to share this very quick story with you. There's a gentleman named William Lear who created the Lear jet. It's a remarkable jet, and it was one of the best planes ever. And he was doing really good with it in the 1960s. He sold about 50 to celebrities, but 2 of them went down under mysterious circumstances. He grounded all the planes and risked his business and his reputation to fix the problem. He went up in the air to fly it and fixed it while he was in the air when it almost crashed. Here's the thing, because he fixed that, everybody could trust him. Because he kept his word in terms of integrity. The point I want to share with you is, it matters how you get there. And I want to finish with these points. PCTI has prepared you to live and succeed in a very diverse world. There's room in it for who you are. If you're funny, remain funny. If you're silly, eccentric, or have a few quirks, remain that way. Heck, learn to work your quirk. But But you are grown-ups, so you will have to learn to adapt to certain rules. I've never been one to believe that rules were meant to be broken, but they also were never meant to break you. So adapt to rules like coming in on time, meeting deadlines, keeping your word, presenting appropriately. All of these are important and they're actually good, but never compromise on who you are in order to make others feel comfortable. If you're quirky, weird, or silly, be quirky in the boardroom. Make your presentations funny. Be yourself. It is what sets you apart from others and will make all the difference. You can change your preferences for the sake of others. That's called humility, but not your convictions. You have a right and an obligation to remain strong and committed to who you are. Whatever is standing up, whether it's standing up for your faith, like the valedictorian, and being committed to who you are, whether it's just sharing your culture, remember this: the same rights that protect others from not having to share your views protect your right to express them. Never let anyone steal that from you. In the world, there's still war, there's still hunger, there's still tragic incidents motivated by hate and intolerance. We need people of conviction, people who will stand up. We need people to speak up. We need people that won't stay silent, but will do what is right in the right time. You are the pride of our county. Everywhere you go, let them know Passaic County was great. Let them know what Passaic County's about. Let them know what PCTI is all about. Let them know that you are a bulldog, so never back down. You can go anywhere from here. You can go as far as you want.